Oh, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering, it is 2026. Happy New Year. It's time to have fun with this hobby again and again and again. And today it's Tuesdays with DX Engineering. This is a show where we bring on members of the DX Engineering sales and support team, and we talk about things that are going on at DX Engineering. We talk about things that are going on in the hobby. And today we have Bobby, W6IWN, from all the way out in Nevada. How are you, Bobby?
I'm doing well, and happy New Year to everyone out there.
And Bobby, you're one of the newest members here of the DX Engineering sales and support team, and you do a lot of interaction with our Sparks Reno store and what's going on there. How are things going? How do you like working for DX Engineering?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I'm immersed in the hobby. I mean, one thing I always got to look at the catalog though, so I'm always buying new stuff. I mean, what more can you ask for, huh?
Right. And Bobby, you're in a whole different part of the country from our headquarters in Talmadge. But tell us, what's the weather like out there, and what are you thinking about for your next Parks on the Air activation?
So we finally got a break. We did get a winter and some snow there for a minute, but we're getting a break, and the snow is great to go out snowshoeing. I do a lot of summits on the air, and those reset. You can only activate them once a year, unlike POTA. You can continue to activate. So those all reset. So I just got a fresh slate. I can take my pick, but I do got my eye on a few summits like the one behind me here, Tamarack Peak above Lake Tahoe, California. We like to go snowshoeing up there every year. It's just beautiful views, great takeoff angle. I mean, even QRP, you can just have a blast up there.
Oh, now how high is that, Bobby?
Oh, I want to say that one's around 8,000 or so above Lake Tahoe.
Having an antenna on the top of that, I mean, have you done that before?
Oh, yes. That's my favorite thing to do, is get on top and play radio.
Now, 8,000 feet, what antenna are you using on this SOTA?
So actually, we're coming out with something real new, or real soon here in a few months, hopefully. It's going to be called the DXE Twig. And this thing is micro here. This is actually the transformer and all of the wire here in my hand, if you check it out. So this thing is tiny. I'm really excited. I've played with it a few times. It's got these nice Wagyu connectors on it, so you can change your different bands really quickly. The wire isn't permanently affixed. So
right.
if you wanted to do a 20-meter wire instead of the whole footprint of a 40-meter infed, you could go shorter, or just a 10-meter or a 15-meter. So you have that option if you didn't want to just do the full 40 meters. So it's really cool. It's lightweight. It's super portable. I keep everything here in an eyeglass pouch. And what I do on the other end, I just use some kite string, and then you can attach the other leg. I can take like one of my DXE masks and just poke it in the snow, and then clip my kite string to the other end of my infed, and then clip it to a tree, or stick my my hiking pole in the snow, clip it to that. However you got to do it. You got to just work with what you got when you're out there.
Right. So
it's a lot of fun.
Let's talk about this antenna a little bit. You showed the center, the Twig transformer. What kind of a transformer is that, Bobby?
So this has a 49-to-1 transformer all built into it, and then it's shrink wrap here to keep it weather tight here. And out of the elements, it's got a BNC connector on it.
Yep.
And like we spoke about, the Wagyu type connectors, and then these you can just pull that up simply, and then just pull your wire out there.
Right. So 49-to-1, which is the classic end-fed half-wave transformer, right?
Yes. And then it's also on a PCB board. Printed, and it has that capacitor for the higher bands.
Right. So
all just compact on this little tiny board.
Right. So on that board, that board gives it some stability. Let's talk. I know you don't, when you're 8,000 feet above sea level, you don't have to run a whole bunch of power, but and it's tough to drag a radio and batteries up there and so forth. Um, Bobby, let's talk about what kind of power can that antenna take.
So this one is rated up to 20 watts.
Okay.
So you can do your up to 20 watts. It is a QRP antenna. You're not going to want to go up and hook this up to a big radio for POTA, for example. Right. It's not meant to do that. This is for your lightweight QRP options, but I've tested it at 20 watts and it handled it just fine.
All right, that's 20 watts of FT8. Is that right?
I haven't done it on digital yet. I'd have to confirm with the team on the 20 watts FT8.
All right, yeah. A lot of times it's preferable and wise to derate the antenna when it comes to digital. But of course, you're at 8,000 feet above sea level, and is the wind blowing? I mean,
yeah, you can get the wind. So I'm reading up a little bit here more. They're rating it at 25 watts sideband, 10 watt CW, and then 5 watts on digital.
Okay, 5 watts on FT8. And so like the 705, the IC 705 on battery power, that's perfect, right?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. You don't need, especially on FT8 or CW, you can get out just fine. I mean, QRP with that takeoff angle, that kind of height, it's amazing. Plus you're away from the urban environment with all the noise. So you have low noise level. It's a great environment to operate in. Sometimes a little early in the winter, but if you go out on a nice sunny day, it's not that bad. You can actually get sunburnt from the reflection of the sun right off the snow. So you gotta wear your sunblock.
and you don't have to worry about wall warts or power line noise up there. That's really good. And if you're watching today and want to say Happy New Year 2026 to DX Engineering, you can always post in the chat. We'll go to the chat comments here in a minute. Bobby, let's talk about the coax that goes on that BNC connector, though. What kind of coax are you using?
So we have the DXE 174 coax. We got the high vis. That's really compatible with that. And then we're going to offer some 24 gauge wires, different wires in high vis, and that people can use that are compatible with that to make their different lengths.
Right.
And then we also have the DXE. This one is available now, the low power feed line choke. And then this has BNC on each end where you can hook your coax on each end and have a choke for not a lane if you wanted it for this antenna on the rig side, but for other antennas like verticals at the feed point or something.
Right. And that choke is really valuable right at the radio too. A lot of times, and I know, Bobby, you've run into this, depending upon how much SWR is going on and the situation of bonding, but you can get burned on things, RF burns, and those inline chokes that we have under the Twig label. And I know, Bobby, you're on the team that is working with all of these Twig components, which are, meant for SOTAs and POTAs, low power operation. But how much fun is that?
Oh, no, I love it. And it's not just going to stop at the Twig. There's other stuff in the works too, like broadcast interference filters. A lot of these SDR radios, the front end can get overloaded. I may be even way out there where you're away from the urban environment, but then there's a big AM station or something that's wiping out the front end of your radio. You can put on one of those filters, solves a problem. Even you can use that at home if you have that issue.
Right.
Also, what's better than going out with your buddy and activating, right? But say he's on 20 meters over there and you're over here on 15 and you're wiping each other out. So bandpass filters. There's also going to be some bandpass filters, and that's going to be great. Not even for just SOTA or POTA, yeah, for field operations or operating next to other guys. So
right. And so And it's Twig, TWIG, is the product line that Bobby's talking about. He's on the focus group team for SOTA and POTA here at DX Engineering. And we're so thankful to have your experiences as we develop that product line. And we have gotten a lot of suggestions for new products that POTA and SOTA temporary guys, and even the MCOM guys, and keep them coming. I do want to go to the chat room here for a minute and recognize some of our regulars. X-Ray 2 Zulu is on from Mexico, says Happy New Year. And from Hawaii, it's Kilo Hotel 6 Queen Mike. And also on is Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Echo Whiskey. And our friend Brian, W7 Juliet Echo Tango from from Arizona, but you never know where Brian is because he's a pilot, a commercial pilot, and looking forward to seeing Brian at Hamvention. And looks like a perfect SOTA antenna. Yes, Bobby has worked really hard on this antenna to make sure that it's really flexible and easy to work with. Brian says, SOTA's a great time. I've been an activator since 2012. We have lots of beautiful peaks here in Arizona. I'm a 3 times mountain goat. Bobby, tell me what a mountain goat is.
So in SOTA, there's a point system, and the mountains are rated, the peaks, from 2 to 10 on the difficulty and the elevation. This varies on different states because, the peaks might be shorter there. Once you reach 1,000 points, you get, it's the highest sought after award in SOTA, which is the Mountain Goat Award.
Nice.
Which it makes you official there. I'm right around 800 in somewhere. I'm hoping in the winter, you get bonus points, right? So in the summer, they're only worth so much, but in the winter, they'll usually tag on an extra 3 points. So you can turn that 10-point summit into a 13-point potentially.
Wow.
So I'm looking to maybe pick up the pace here a little bit this winter and tag on some of those winter bonuses. So yeah, he's definitely been out there and done a lot of SOTA, and that's great work on you. Appreciate all the work you've done out there.
Yeah, Brian is a tremendous guy, and his wife is as active as well. And he says, thank you for supporting SOTA with great stuff. Our good friend Mike Mowry, KE3 Juliet Papa, on from Greenville, Pennsylvania. And we got Mike, who's been on the show before, from Jacksonville, Florida, Kilo Golf 2 Mike. And Happy New Year to all. And Juan is on, Alpha Charlie 6 Zulu Mike. And our good friend Parky, Tom Parkinson.
Hey.
Good info, Bobby. You're getting Tim too excited. I got to tell you, you better hold me back because I want to get out there on the SOTA going. Larry's on from Missouri. Whiskey 7 Victor Delta says hi from.
Hey, I know Bob. He's in the club.
Bob knows you. And Chris says, I started running DX Engineering RG8U, 115 feet on VHF and UHF, and I'm sold on this coax. I've had better luck with this than the LMR 400. It's much more flexible. I got to tell you, the DX Engineering RG8U is first class. I mean, that's all you find here is RG213, RG400, all from DX Engineering. VE6 Juliet X-Ray November on. Happy New Year. Our friend Rodney, Alpha Echo 5 Tango X-Ray. He's on the job site portable today. FT891, Atlas 120 on the Jeep. And, I'm sorry, not Atlas, ATAS 120A on the Jeep. Looks like a great product for the height and might situations. G90 looks like a good match for an easy setup. And Kilo Bravo 2 Uniform Echo Whiskey says, good job, Bobby. And from down in Anguilla, it's Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel. Great time for SOTA and POTA. And he's on from the Caribbean, St. Vincent, and Anguilla Island. Our friend Steve, November Alpha 5 Charlie. From over in Europe, it's Yankee Tango 3 Tango Tango. And a fantastic team today. with Bobby and Eric, Kilo Kilo 4 Radio Juliet Victor. So Bobby, great stuff. Can't wait to have these products out on the shelf and ready to go, because we got the fastest shipping in the industry, right?
Yes, I get a lot of compliments on that. Actually, I had a guy yesterday, it was going to show up too fast and he wasn't going to be there. So he wanted me to hold it a couple days. So there you go right there. And it's impressive, Tim. You're getting the DX even on YouTube. So good job.
Yeah, there we go. Bobby, thanks so much for being a part of the DX Engineering team, for all you do to help ham radio operators and to make this hobby even better. Thanks for your experience and sharing. And it's really fun to create products with you. And we look forward to more shows here in 2026 with you.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. And it's a pleasure being a part of a team, because that's what we are, is a team here.
All right. Thanks to all of you for watching. Hope you had fun with Bobby, W6IWN from the DX Engineering Sales and Support Team. If you want to have more fun with this hobby, it's right here at DX Engineering. Until next time, 73.
7-3.